So we're not gonna do. I mean, 10 I could still do. 3 hours I could go, probably. I really wanted to play this earlier, and I didn't want to like. At one point, Kevin and I were, we took a nap. Well, we started watching something on my computer, and I fell asleep. So we took a nap because I fell asleep. I've learned that I get very tired very easily when I lay down. Years ago, it's not like a recent occurrence. Hey. Alright, so just making sure I got everything good. Alright, dancing. Okay. Oh, is there? Where? I didn't see that. Let me take a look. Oh. Oh, don't fucking tempt me with a good time. They're all $4 each. I was thinking of just getting with Higurashi, but I might do that. Kellen was trying to convince me to. I was telling him the only thing really I've been looking forward to, like, you know, you were saying that you had a couple that you were looking forward to this year. I really want to pick up because it's out tomorrow, but I wouldn't stream it because it's very much a me only game.
Sushi Sweats gifted 5 subscriptions.
Thank you. Thank you, Sush. Appreciate that. Starting the stream. Made me in trouble again with YouTube. It's not your fault. YouTube hates that alert so bad. I just, every time I tell it to trim it. So it's actually a good thing I get in trouble. Get me in trouble with YouTube. That's what I want. Every day, get me in trouble with YouTube. Anyway, so I lost my train of thought. So yeah, Kevin was trying to convince me, like, you know, I should get myself something for to celebrate getting a job. And I was like, yeah, I haven't really done any of that. And I was looking, but the only game I was looking at that's coming out besides like Ghost of Yote, like I was kind of in the same boat as you. It's like I'm not really too hard up to go see what's gonna happen in it. And honestly, I still need to beat Tsushima if I'm being really honest. So I haven't beaten Ghost of Tsushima. I have a hard time beating long open world games. I don't know why I struggle so fucking much. But I was looking at Final Fantasy Tactics because that comes out tomorrow. So I was thinking of getting that. But like I said, it wouldn't be like a streaming game because I don't play tactics games on stream. Yeah. I haven't picked it up. Yeah. That I have, it's, yeah, the remastered one. Yeah. Remastered one. It's the one that was on PlayStation, and I don't think it has the other ones. You know, dude, have you ever played them? They're fun. I love tactics games. I played them not too often on stream. I did Into the Breach like for a little bit because I was sent the key, and a few times, like when I wasn't sure what to do or when I wasn't feeling well, I would play Fire Emblem. Yeah. Did you ever play Final Fantasy Tactics, Sush? And you learn how to play that style? Final Fantasy 5 Tactics 3 on PS5. I did not like Persona 5 Tactica. You're bad at it. Yeah, well, I mean, strategy, so it's, I like, I've been playing a lot of them since I was a kid, and I'm not the greatest at them. I did, the maddening difficulty for Fire Emblem on stream. On, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I'm really looking forward to the new Fire Emblem that's coming out on the Switch 2. That's literally what's going to get me to pick up a Switch 5, or Switch 5. Switch 2 is the new Fire Emblem. Like, I'm that dedicated to be very, impulsive when I game. Thank you. It used to be Kevin's. He gave it to me. Free on PlayStation. Oh, right. What I was saying about Persona 5 or Persona 5 Tactica. I played it when it was on Game Pass. I remember I was really looking forward to it. I do not like that game. That was actually when I started feeling like I think I'm really just Persona 5'd out. Like I played Strikers. I liked Strikers a lot. And I played Persona 5. I couldn't get through Royal. I can't. It's the same thing with Persona when I bought Persona 3 and then I bought Persona 3 Fest. I couldn't get through Fest because it's like I already played this fucking thing like last week. And then even like getting through Persona 4 Golden is kind of hard for me because like I already played the original. Those games are so long. So it's hard. And Persona 3 Reload, same shit. Hey Nate. So anyway, yeah. But I wasn't a big fan of fucking
Load the spaceship with the rocket fuel. Load it with the worst.
Underscore Ron 907.
It's getting me in all kinds of trouble with YouTube right now. I was just saying how YouTube hates that alert. I keep every time I get a warning from them, I'm like I have to trim it out. I don't make money on YouTube, so fuck it. Anyway, thank you guys. So yeah, no, I'll probably pick up Final Fantasy Tactics, but that's not gonna. I'll probably not stream that. Okay. New Game Plus. New Game Plus. Also, I realized I screwed up on a. Wait, I want to see if there's a quick. That scarecrow puzzle I screwed up on. I saw that there was an achievement for it. So. I want to see. Is this where it was? I wanted to see if I had a save file. Yeah, there's one. I saw that there was one for each. This is escape. I'll load this just really fast. I just want to see where it is. It might not be the right one. Okay. Okay. Let's do this really fast. I mean, I have a auto save, so I might as well do it. Thank you, guys. Crash the. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is the first one. This one? They're all me, right? Yeah. Oh no, it's not the first one. Okay, I'll... I didn't do shit. That wasn't the one. Oh! Thank you. Where are we at? Where are we at with that, guys? Hype! Thank you. Appreciate the hype train, guys. It's really I really appreciate it. I start my new job tomorrow, so this is like sending me off. I am gonna still stream when I work. I wanted to make it, though I did want to be very clear that my only reservation is I'm going to test out Wednesdays and Saturdays. I might end up having to just not stream those days, depending on how tired I am. So if there is anything that's going to change as schedule-wise, it might be that. Because my days will be 7 a.m. to 3. So that's why I'm like, I want to feel it out. So the first couple weeks, I'm going to definitely stream. Yeah. But that's the one thing is I'm going to probably have to I'm gonna feel those out, and if it turns out I'm too exhausted, I'm going to be like, I'll take it off. As it is, the podcast is shifted over to Sundays now. So not this weekend, but the weekend after, it's gonna be on Sunday. So all of them are me. Okay. That's Rinko. Okay, so that one's me. Nope. Is that me? No, that one's me. Nope, that one's not me. That one's me. Okay. Alright. I already did this yesterday, but I wanted to get the achievement for it. Because it's right here and it's not long. And we're on the... I tried rushing the UFO, grabbed the wrong scare... Oh, no! So we go again. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, I was mentioning to you, like, not that you want to rush it, but I wasn't sure if that was true. Where I was like, I saw like, on the Reddits, people saying that, if the hardest difficult, I think it was the hardest difficulty, if you do the UFO ending, it'll count. But I wasn't sure about that. Because, like, honestly with this, like, I started watching Higurashi again just today with Kevin. It's funny because Kevin and I watched the first, or one of the older ones. So. He said with the tie. Okay. Just gotta take a look at the hair. It's this one, right? No, you said red tie. Red tie, red tie. I heard you say that. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's why I did that. That's why I got fucked up. Is it this one? It's this one. Yeah. Girl! So unnecessary. So fucking unnecessary. I know it's a scarecrow, but goddamn. Just breaking her fucking tail or her back for that shit. Did you see that? Who's she doing that for? Not me. So all of them are me. That's what you said? Thank you guys for the level 4 hype train. Was it level 4? Level 4. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What'd we get? Oh my god. That is so fucking cute. That is so cute. That one. I don't know what that one is. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, I think that was the one I screwed up on too. But I was looking at the achievements, I was like, dude, I fucked up on one of them and I screwed myself out of the achievement. Well, I just literally passed it last night, so I might as well just do it now. I'm gonna get lost again. Hey, Cruzel, how are you? Missed it by one. Ah. This happened last time, same spot. Yeah, we're good. Well, it was a little late stream today because our internet went out. What happened? You can't see it? You got like a little sweaty guy. He's cute. I like him. I didn't get that one. Did that screw me? I swear to God, if that screwed me up. That's the same thing I did last night. Yeah, I was telling Kevin earlier when our internet was out, I was like, dude, during my second interview, or not my second interview, my third interview for the job, for my job I'm starting tomorrow, I literally, the guy I'm working with, I don't know his official title, he was literally bragging to the CEO. He's like, yeah, she's got great internet. I'm like, yeah, it's like, it's hard, it's not Wi-Fi, it's hardlined. You know, we have gig up, or sorry, gig down, and I think gig down get a gig up. And then my internet goes down today, and Kevin, I'm like, dude, Kevin, I swear to fucking God, of all days, stop it. It's this one. Get out of here. Get out of here, idiots. Start tomorrow, yeah. It's just an hour tomorrow. If it's because I got lost in the fog, I fucked that up. Okay, good. Nice. All right, we're gonna load up the one from earlier. Got the achievement. Yeah, I start tomorrow's my orientation, so it's just an hour. And then Wednesday I think I explained a little bit what I'm doing. So I'm an operational programs coordinator, and for an education, like an ed tech company. So I'm not gonna get too into specifics, but I do I'm gonna be acting as a support role for like the programs that we offer. So I have to be present for like they're basically like workshops, and that's why Wednesdays and Saturdays. Apparently the biggest struggle they've been having is finding somebody who's willing to do Saturdays, which I because I don't have to commute, and I'm married, so there's none like I gotta go out with my friends on Saturday night. I gotta social, like I'm good with that now. I don't have to worry about anything or a drink. So it's like Saturdays don't really bother me, and I can always do whatever I need to do on like a Sunday or whatever, you know. So I don't need to have Saturdays off. So I guess that was like the thing, is because it's an 8-hour shift on Saturdays. I've worked retail before too, where like, you know, I didn't even have a life at all. So ask me to work like a mandatory Saturday every week doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. So, and though, like I said, Wednesdays and Saturdays are every week I have to do. Don't believe the fox swears, stay away from the western room. I'm going in. I'm going in. Ain't nothing you can do to stop me. So I just have to be present with that, and it's like 2 hours prior. I have to be like help with the prep, getting all set up, and then 1 hour of like post reporting. So and then 5 hours of the actual workshop itself. So that's so I'm gonna see what the actual workshop is like on Wednesday, but I'm not doing any of the reporting yet or any of the prep. He just wants me to sit in on one to kind of get an idea of like what kind of services they offer, and yeah, streams will stay normal. Like the only thing I was just saying, Cruz, I don't think you were here when I was saying it. So the only tentative right now is I'm going to test out everything to see how my work schedule impacts me. The worst case scenario is I might take Wednesdays and Saturdays off because think of it, like I'm working from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., which isn't like that big of a deal, but like I have to get up early and prep for that. But I don't think I will take them off unless I start getting burnt out. But it's a part-time gig, so it's 25 hours. So the remaining 9 hours is going to be spread across 3 days, so 3-hour days. So those aren't going to impact anything. Actually, my last gig job was very similar. It was 3 hours a day. So yeah, for now, just kind of, nothing's going to change unless something like, I'll communicate it. And at that point, I'll just change the schedule. Don't trust him. I'm doubting who this doll is now. I think it's no. I still think it's younger me. Just coming in here. This shit's fucking weird though. Where's my head? I accidentally took a screenshot. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, no, if anything changes, like, I'll let you know. Right now, just, like, assume it's not. And then, the only thing that's changing is, like, my podcast is going to be on a different day. Because I can't do Saturdays anymore, because our schedule is always at 1 p.m. my time. So, like, I can't exactly be there on a Saturday anymore. So, but that's already been communicated. We talked about that on this last Saturday. And that's next Sunday. Not this Sunday, next Sunday is when we're going to be doing that. God, girl. Oh, that's right. There's no... Fire's got... Well, you know what? Miss thing. The inscription of the polearm reads... Ominokami Munemase, also known as Inadama. Inadama is another word for Inazuma, meaning lightning. Slightly refers to a unique pattern on the blade's steel. Many alternative theories exist about the origin of the name Inadame. One such theory suggests that a man commissioned the blade, then gifted it to Oina, who was to be his Zuma, meaning wife, upon their wedding. Another theory states that due to Inazuma, also meaning bountiful harvest, the name was meant to represent the family's wish. I'm sorry, I'm not like reading like I normally am. Like I'm like a little groggy. For continued prosperity for generations to come. I must have missed that note last time. Yeah, this game has a lot of reading. I don't mind reading. The only times I really struggle with reading is like that second note was, yeah. the only time I really struggle with reading is obviously when I'm tired or when it's really clumsy writing. Like there are quite a few games where I understand what they're doing, but the writing is just very like it just doesn't flow very well. And I think a lot of times this is not a criticism. And no, it is constructive criticism. Like one of the things when you take writing classes, I took creative writing in school a lot, but but one of the main things that you're instructed is make sure you read it out loud. And I don't think a lot of times, like, because when you're doing these note writings, I don't think that's ever like being considered, and I think that's more of an indie thing. Like, it's so very obvious when something gets written that it's not read out loud, and it drives me up a wall because like I'm trying to read it and I'm like, why am I struggling so much? Like, I know I can read. I read very well, but it's because it's not me, it's the writing. It's like it's very like I don't know if any of you've ever seen or watched the Golden Girls growing up. So I refer to a lot of shows, and there's this one scene that sticks out to me, and man, did I feel it in my bones, especially as I've gotten older. So there's a scene where Dorothy and her mother get in a pizza commercial because they wanted her mother, because her mother was an old Sicilian. They wanted her to be in this like pizza commercial, and the whole mother and daughter aspect. So Dorothy, who's an English teacher, keeps struggling to read the line, and the one thing with fucking or at least with line readings is like I feel like I don't know about commercials, but every time I've done line readings, there's usually a little bit of freedom to like, you know, make it make sense for you, like if it, you know, deliver it how it makes sound natural to you. But the joke was that whoever wrote the script was a bad writer, and they said, "Hey, look, Ma, I got you a real good pizza, just like you got home at Sicily, but real good doesn't make sense. It should be really good." And she like takes a red pen to the fucking script. So every time I see that, I think of like when I can't read, I think of that scene from Golden Girls where it's like, I'm about ready to take a red pen to this shit. Hey, Cam, I'm about ready to take a fucking red pen to this shit and go like, fucking goddamn it, some of you people read your shit out loud. Because goddamn it, this game doesn't have that problem. If anything, the problem I struggle the most with has been I'm not literate. I know it's gonna come as a shock. I'm not Japanese, so I don't speak Japanese. I never said I spoke Japanese. And even though I think I went through like a small weeb phase, I don't pretend to know how to speak Japanese. So when these Japanese words come up, I'm like, ah, fuck. Especially because like they're literary, or they're a lot of their words are phonetic. I know, right? I don't know how to break this to you, but I am not Japanese. I know I've had you all fool, dude. I knew this. I remember this one model I used to see get posted all the time, and I don't remember her name. No, I'm not gonna say her name, even if I did know. Who her whole shtick was like, she was like one of those like really leaned into like cosplay. Used to photo edit her face to look like she was Japanese. She wasn't, and it drove me fucking up a wall. I'm like, am I crazy? I wasn't. There was other people calling her out on her shit. But I just like I just thought of that right now. I'm like, oh my god. I hadn't thought about that in a second. That's some balls, dude. I am crazy, but yeah. No, but I am right, yeah. No, it was more like I would see posts, and like of course there were people going like, oh my god, perfect woman. I'm like, her face is photoshopped. Because I had also seen what she looked like before She wasn't Japanese. But I think people started catching on, and like I did see like more like dissent in her comments of people like accusing her of like, yellow fishing, which is a horrible word. So it's the same thing as like black fishing. Wait, what was that? What did I see? I missed something. I saw it, and she said it was about her family. Cursing gushing from the womb deep inside is the Shimizu. Oh, I should have read that. Claim Native American. They say that, dude. It's always like people with blonde hair, like very European features when they do that, and it's like, listen, my great grandmother's a Cherokee princess. It's like, stop it, stop, just stop right now. I did, yeah, no, I took a screenshot of it. I saw the arm boxes. And you see that her mask is in the middle of the room. It's like the only thing I've ever mentioned is like when it comes to ethnicity is like your nationality is where you're born. Like, so I'm American. But like my dad's side, my dad's from Mexico. He is he is Latino. So, and he looks Latino. But I don't really look like my dad. I look like my mom. My mom is from Eastern Europe. She's from the Czech Republic, and she is Jewish. So that's why I say I'm Jewish and I'm Czech. So whenever it's like, what are your... I don't care about distant. Well, I'm going based off my parents. So my dad's Mexican, my mom's Eastern European Jewish. There I am. I'm a Mexa-Jew. Oh, I did it last night. That's where I found it. Because I took a screenshot of it. I was really into it. I was like, there's an arm box. There's a box with the... Because I was actually wondering, like, what did they do with her other arm? Like, they gave her this wolf arm. What did they do with the old one? They apparently put it in a warehouse. Yeah, no, I saw it right here. Let me see. Yeah, I was like, there's a box. There's an arm in this box. And that's all I thought about. I'm like, so all of these are boxes of arms. Just, you got a surplus of arms. And there's the other one I took. Was that one. Because you could see the face mask. I was like, oh, that's cool. I always take screenshots that I use. Actually, usually during my playthrough, if I like the visuals of the game, I use them for wallpapers. So I'll just take a bunch of screenshots during like cutscenes or anything that looks nice, and I just throw them in a wallpaper folder. I haven't done it for this game yet, but I will. It's a very annoying process though, because you'll just keep hearing the screenshots down, and I think one time I crashed my game because I was streaming it. So we've learned not to do that. But yeah, I met a few girls who've done that at camp where it's like what they usually use or say that when they want to excuse wanting to wear a headdress. Remember when that was a huge thing? And Coachella. Oh my god, damn it. You know, I feel real dumb right now. I thought this whole time that the charge attack only worked for the heavy. Turns out I'm wrong. Really wish I knew that in hard mode. That would have been nice. Shut the fuck up. It's fine. I actually like Sakuko. Dude, I saw a video today about this game where they used the dub. Holy shit, Sakuko sounds like a little menace. It's it's not my favorite. I don't want to say it's terrible. I didn't like it. Nice to fight this bitch without having my shit like completely drained. Yeah, I got her achievement. Because remember, I would go back and do these areas, so I got her achievement that time. Yeah. Hers wasn't that hard. But I totally thought I was gonna get hit a few times. Yeah, she's not that bad. Rinko, on the other hand, do not like her. You know what it kind of reminds me of is like I was watching oh my god, dude! I'm so I know there's a way you can get an achievement if you do this without getting hit. I might do it later when I'm not streaming. I really hate these sequences, man. This is the one sequence I don't like. Like... Wait, oh shit, did I get fucked? I got all turned around. Fucking goddamn it, dude. Ah, where is it? Oh, fuck it. I don't give a shit. This part sucks, dude. I don't even know where to go. It's over there. God damn it. This part, oh my god, it is so, because it's been so long since I did it, I had it and then I fucking got hit, turn around. I'm just gonna have a save file right before this, and I'll just do it later. Realistically, yeah, so I forgot about this shit, because I don't know why it feels like a lifetime ago. But, yeah, even on story mode, don't like that. Can't say I like that. I try to be like really open-minded. Like actually everything in the game too. In story mode, I'm like, wow, like I'm actually enjoying the game a lot more than I was last playthrough. That's what I was saying in Discord about how I feel like hard mode really hi. Kind of like the fourth hard mode's really hard. Well, it's like that's what I was trying to explain the other night. It's like I don't ever like to discourage people from like doing something. It's like, but when I picked a hard mode because I was like, I don't know, I kind of had a feeling I could do it, and it was just I can't explain how deeply unpleasant that experience was. Like I was saying in Discord earlier that like the fact that I went to go look at the mods to help me. That's not good. Yeah, I know you mentioned that, and like I believe you because like and that sounds about right because I haven't gotten the Sacred Sword yet, which I imagine is like the most OP weapon in the game. But that was something that kind of came to mind when I was thinking how I was trying to phrase it where it's like the game was so annoying on hard. It's more that's like the best way of wording it. It wasn't hard, it was just unfair at that point. And I know like some people probably would disagree with me, but as somebody who when you go through these, you know, a game like this, like it's why because I kind of like touched on it where I said that not everything needs to be a Souls game. It really doesn't. And I know that they're trying really, the devs, the leads on this game have like emphasized that this is not a Souls game, which it's not. I could tell you it's not. But there are Souls-like elements in it. And a lot of shit is like just so clumsy or it just feels so clunky and clumsy that it just doesn't suit it. And I imagine, yeah, having a better weapon is going to change that experience. And obviously all of your stats are going to be upgraded too. So, right. And I like acknowledge, I said it straight out like on stream, like I made a mistake. I shouldn't have gone with hard mode. I think it really did deter my enjoyment of my first playthrough. And I think if I went through, not just better, yeah. It's like, I think if you want to, like, I do agree with the sentiment that there should be a normal mode. Or at the very least, they should have renamed story to normal. I think that would have also changed it. Because I think, honestly, that's actually why I chose hard. Was because I saw story mode, and when I saw that, I'm like, so story mode's just gonna be super easy. I don't want super easy. I want a normal experience. Or, you know, a challenge, or like some challenge. That was actually, like, I'm pretty sure what my thought process was when I picked hard. Because I was like, story, I've always associated with that with, like, because it usually is used for games where it's like, oh, it's just kind of cruising through the game. And so I think one criticism I would give the devs is you really need to rename that to normal then. If that's what you think is people should start the game on, absolutely you should be a lot clearer than that. Because most people, and just in general, most gaming veterans or people who are used to gaming in general would see that and think that that's easy mode. So, a little misleading, personally. But then I got stubborn and found outside solutions. But yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's like, I can't express how annoyed I was during my first playthrough, where I was like telling Kevin, it's vastly just distorted my perception of the game. And I think I saw like other posts about the same thing, where people were playing it on hard mode saying the game was just not fun. And it's like, so kind of in the same boat as where I was. And it's like, yeah, you can't, this game, it's that's why I was phrasing it, like, it really gave me a very piss poor experience for my first playthrough, that it was making it not enjoyable. Because I would see combat and it's like, you dread this area. I would go, like, honestly, like, when it was before I fixed it, I modded the game, I got to a new area, I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do another area right now. I will lose my shit. So I had to turn it off. So that's the lesson I learned, was in this case. And I think, in all fairness, that is not the worst I don't think that's like an irrational or like sentiment. Just be like, hey, change it to normal. It'll be, I think more people would have been more, I think more players would have been inclined to like switch it to or use normal. I think that's just it's at this point just become a misleading term for these kind of games. But yeah, it really did like kind of affect my first experience. I really wish I can go back and play it on story for the first time, and I would have had a better experience. Because I even said to Kevin, I was like, when I was fighting her my first time through, and I yelled at how much health does this bitch have, that's a bad sign. Because I was frustrated at that point. Happened to her chest. Or whatever. That they're infuriating. What have you noticed? Ah. It depends on which fan group you're looking at, dude, because I think the Reddit is annoying, dude. Some of the most annoying people are over there. There's still a lot of like, this isn't Silent Hill. I mean, the most irritating people are the ones that, like, in my opinion, who are like annoyed by the themes of the game. Because I'm... Oh. Why am I not running? Oh my god, my controller. Oh, that was bullshit, dude. My controller was turned off for a second. That didn't count. Seeing people yelling or interpreting like Well, you know what I'm seeing a lot of, dude? Is in a lot of groups, people saying their first Silent Hill was either this one or Silent Hill 2 Remake. Which Silent Hill 2 Remake, I've already said my feelings about that. Like, I think Silent Hill 2 Remake is a great remake, but I definitely don't think that it's going to give you the right impression of what Silent Hill was back then. Like, and I mean this as like where the series came from, because it's more combat heavy. The game's a lot more drawn out. I like Silent Hill 2 Remake, but I still think it's oh, well, this new cutscene.
属性に生きる以上、汚れがつくことは仕方がない。払えばいいだけのことだ。行こう。
We are. Oh, it is. It does look like the bridge was spirited away. I love that movie. It's a movie.
この先は神聖な領域だ。私も君も汚れは持ち込めない。ここで汚れを落とす。
I'll finish my thought in a second. Just want to see what this is. Very wrong people are very loud and confident. Well, I mean, there's that subgroup of there's that one dude who he was like a reviewer for Silent Hill 2 Remake and said that Angela wasn't hot enough to be a sex abuse victim. So, you know, we understand the type of people that this community has attracted. Did you just spit? Mm-hmm. No, you're right. I mean, we'll see. They haven't fucked with it yet. That's not water. I wonder if there's like this cutscene could be interpreted as her like going through the withdrawals, like psychosis. Because I know with like alcohol withdrawals, you can go through psychosis. I know from experience. Liquid hot magma. Oh my god. I heard it in my head when I read it. Sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. Well, we couldn't get you sharks. Well, could you get me? Sea bass. What was different? Oh, this. Sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. Oh, so she gets like flash forwards to that. That's what's new, right? Because she didn't know, because all that came to a surprise for everyone. Anyway, so this is an old cutscene, so I'll keep going. So what I was saying is, like, I've noticed a lot of people are coming into the franchise through these remakes or these newer games, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think if you're only pre-exposure to Silent Hill was Silent Hill 2 remake, I don't think that's the best representation of what Silent Hill was. I'm not saying you have to play the originals, but the way, like, the subtlety is a lot more present in the earlier game, especially in Silent Hill 2. Because some of the newer games, like this one, like, yeah, the subtlety is kind of it's not as that subtle. I mean, I'm marking on number 2. But I noticed that a lot, Danzig, and there's nothing wrong with new fans coming in. I think that's great. But I do see a lot of people who are very loud have said that they've never played the originals, and it's like, maybe before you have an opinion, or form an opinion, play them. Yeah, at least they like the games. That's true, and I'm happy that there's new fans. Push her in the river. You know, Hinako? Maybe this is why this is me being a Western woman instead of Hinako. I would have sang like a fucking bird. It's like, hey, fucking Rinko, why'd you push me down the fucking stairs, bitch? A lot of older fans are having issues too, but the ties are just becoming too... Well, I mean, the White Claudia, like, as soon as I picked up on that, it's like, yeah, it's there. And we've already established with Silent Hill 2 in particular, which is actually funny that people are saying it's not very Silent Hill. It's like Silent Hill 2 proved that everyone sees different things. So just because there's no rot and everything like that, it's like it's a different kind of rot. It's like, it reminds me of Scarlet Rot from fucking Elden Ring more than anything. Stuff the way is Easter eggs. It's a different writer too, and because of that, you're getting a more traditional Japanese story, which I think I would like to see other new horror writers come in or be brought in for future Silent Hill games. I think that would be great. Because we already know what none of these kids have suffered through Homecoming, and it shows. I would love to see, like I said, before this game came out, I was already excited for it because I like Ryukishi. Oh my god. Ryukishi 07. I was literally just watching Higurashi before I started playing this today because I already knew it was out and I have it on my computer. I was just literally just watching it, and I even saw like an interview leading up to this where they straight up say that it's about female, like somebody who worked on the game. I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was Rikishi, but they straight up say that it's about like the struggles women go through in 1960s Japan. It is a very feminine story. Yeah, these kids have not experienced the actual torture. They haven't experienced actual torment, actual horror. You should trip. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Sorry, I was looking for the guy by name. They don't know pain. They don't know struggle. They don't know actual horror. Everyone wants to talk about, like, I know what's scary. It's like, really? Really? Did you play Silent Hill Homecoming? Did you play Downpour? Did you try playing Origins? Origins isn't that bad. But for me it was. I wasn't a fan of Origins. Was it originally based on Scrubs? Is that true?
でかいやつどこ行った？
I think what's great is these newer games, the remakes, they're going to bring in new people, but that is like still kind of how I feel. It's like in a lot of the cases, I would like in an ideal world I would like to see Konami do is also release remastered, not remastered. Oh no, actually now I said that out loud. Fuck. Not that remaster. Or at least ports of the originals Team Silent games, the first 4. I don't care about the others. If they made those accessible post remakes, I think that would be great. A great option for fans, like for people who are coming into the series. Because Silent Hill 1, unfortunately, has been... Yeah, we lost the source code. Fuck off. But, like, Silent Hill 1 is a good example of, like, a game that's been console locked for so long. So people have not had a chance to play it. And it is available on the PSN. They could just make it available online or on Steam. That's the real horror. That's why I said in an ideal world, that would be what I would like to see. It's like you have these remakes and then present the originals too. Because I've already said that. I feel...
小学生の男子みたい。
相棒は相棒さ。俺は相棒を女扱いしてない。
そうだな。された覚えもない。
Yeah, get fucked, Rinko.
行くぞ。
Yeah, it's very odd. Yeah, that's why I said, like, I would if Konami really wants to get back in everyone's good graces, they could do something like that. Like, I think, personally, I think Silent Hill 2 remake is a great companion piece to the original. After playing the original, going into that one, you can get a good, like, there's so many callbacks in that game that I feel like it would behoove you to not play it at least after playing remake if you haven't had a chance to. Should drown him in the Dawson's Creek. I'm gonna drown her. She should be drowned. But they could release, like, re-release the originals. I mean, the only one is, like, Silent Hill 1 is just so fucking dated. That's why I was saying remaster. It would be nice to at least have, like, at least fix the controls to make it a little bit more accessible, because tank controls are not easy to pick up for a lot of people. Especially if you weren't raised on them. I mean, I wasn't raised on them, so tank controls are very difficult for me. I won't lie. But if you had, like... So that's why I was saying remaster. If they remastered it with at least, you know, a little bit fresher, like, controls, I think it would work really well as companion pieces. Hey, you played the remake. Why don't you go see where the game came from? I didn't see a single one on my way over to you.
前の宇宙戦争だって妙な宇宙人がどんどん増えてっただろうが。
ひなこってシュウ君と話すときは男の子みたいな喋り方だよね。
Yeah, you're a real bitch.
昔の癖が今も抜けないからかな。
俺たちは幼い頃からの付き合いだからな。
Rinko? Better sleep with one eye
だ
open.
から男女の関係にはならなかったってわけ。
今はそんな話
He doesn't want you either. Did you eat a bunch of salt, bitch? Because you real thirsty. Yeah, I think they could do Silent Hill. I just think it's more of like whether or not they want to. That's why I was saying, like, I feel and the only reason why I feel that way is because Silent Hill 2 remake calls back to the original so much, and because Bloober wanted it to They didn't do like the Final Fantasy VII remake treatment, but like they wanted to do something there, which is it's fine. It worked, but like because it calls back to the older games so often. Shut up, Kemp. I can't say the word. But because it calls back to the original so often, it doesn't... It actually would... It does make sense to play that one on top of it. I'll just say the hills have eyes. Quiet Hill. A less loud hill. Yeah, maybe they'll do it. Bitch, I saw you. Already made 2 Castlevania. Yeah, I just don't see why they wouldn't do that. And especially if they want to lean into the franchise the way they have been, because they are making good moves with the franchise. I think that it would be a real miss to not re-release the originals, even as a port. Except 2, or except 1, because goddamn it, dude, like this 1 is very difficult to play, and I can already hear people going like, "This is unplayable." Traditionally, the residents of this town have long relied on folk medicine for medical care. Even to this day, a number of the more elderly members of the community still turn to herbal remedies over the modern medicine. Too many times do I get these older patients come to me only after exhausting the usefulness of their traditional remedies. I just wish they would come to me sooner before it's too late for them. I was given the chance to discuss my concern with one of the Iwais, the family who have stood as the town's physicians for generations, and to my pleasant surprise, they asked if I would give some talks to educate the elderly on modern medicine. I want to respect the local traditions as best I can, though. After all, folk medicine and modern medicine are just 2 sides of the same coin. I believe they can and should coexist with each other. That's a good way of looking at it, man. Good for you. There's nothing wrong with herbal remedies. I mean, whose fault's that? Whose fault is that? Right? If they didn't mishandle that remake or remastered collection, then we wouldn't be here. You know, I'm not gonna say it's you. You know how I feel about you. He knows how I feel. I still think they should have thrown Rinko out.
やだ、気持ち悪い。
あいつらまさかあの気持ち悪いので
Nico, you're overreacting.
化け物が多すぎる。
迂回しよう。街を突っ切るのは危険すぎる。
Isn't there a achievement with this guy too?
私の千鶴やどうしてこんな。
中学校の方へ向かってそこから山道を登ろう。だいぶ遠回りになるが街は避けられる。
So I have a friend who wants to try the Quiet Hill for the first time. Only will have access to for 2R. She's brand new to her. I'm thinking 2. Yeah, 2R would be better. What the hell? Oh my god, dude! This controller! Hold on, I think there's a cheat with this guy. No, I wouldn't recommend this for the first one. I think this one's too combat heavy. I could have sworn there was an achievement on this guy. Oh yeah, you could defeat him.
Avocado.
That's what I thought. Got him. That was actually a lot easier than I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. There was something here. I don't know where they went. Where is this fucking thing? I'm so nervous I'm gonna miss it. It says it's not.
Cheeseburger.
It's they say a lot that it's just before you leave the canals. Where? Where's the canal? Oh, I'm not at the canals yet. All right. Are those the canals? I just don't want to fuck up this ending, dude. I'm getting like stressed out. I hate missable shit. Well, it's like I get the rice patty mixed up for some reason. The dragon dance? Dragon dance. Ah. Oh. Thank you. I don't actually remember where. It says it's. I do know where the Jizzo is. I'm calling it Jizzo. Fucking shit, dude. How do I? Was it here? Or is this where we came from? This is where we came from. They wanted to go this way. I'm so fucking turned around and it's driving me nuts. Sorry. Give me a second. I'm very directionally challenged and it drives me up a fucking wall when I do this. I'll get really confused. Don't know where I'm going. A Wagyu burger. Wagyu? Wagyu? It says it's on an oil drum. That's what I have to look for. I haven't... Like that, but it's not that one. Yeah, no, I... Don't talk. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, Cruzel. No, it's fine. It's fine. I have to do something really fast. Let's see.
Cheeseburger.
What got knocked over? Oh, is this where I'm going? Okay. I'm like really turning around right now. I've never had it either. Farmer story. Son, you better read this and get it through your thick head. Let me take you back to something that happened during the war. One day, some high and mighty military police from out of town got pissed drunk and decided to kick over a statue of Inari-sama and spat on it. The next morning, all those politicians were found in the waterway. Second. Hey, Quick, what's up, dude? Just doing something really fast. had to do something really fast. Next morning, all those policemen were found dead in the waterway. Their corpses bloated and heavy as hell. They got carted off to the medical examiner's office so the coroner could take a look. You know that place a few minutes from us. I was one of the people who helped carry the bodies and wash them. So I saw everything with my own two eyes. When the doctor put his knife to their bellies and opened them up, a whole swamp of stomach-churning gunk came pouring out. Okay. And I don't mean their guts either. From neck to navel, hell, even from right up their asses, those bodies were stuffed full of decomposing rats, birds, frogs, snakes, you name it. And that look of frozen terror on their face. I'll never forget that. Anyway, moral of the story is that you better not ever disrespect Inari-sama in any way, even if you're drunk. Got it. God, sometimes like I don't have that shit memorized. I mean, they do telegraph their move, but man, it fucks me up. No, God, which oil drum? There's so many. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I watched Simpsons either. I mean, I will go back and watch the older Simpsons, but I won't watch any recent Simpsons. I just haven't had any interest in it. It's probably the stamina mod. I think I saw something about a bug that it can cause. It's fine. It's that if you do counterattacks, they go into slow motion, which is really fucking funny. Comedy is just really... It notoriously ages poorly. That's the problem with comedy. Is it's very rare for something to age well or to be able to continue going. Because things change. What things are funny and culturally relevant change over the years. Where is this fucking oil drum? I'm not gonna lie to you, this fucking guide is really bad. It's an IGN guide, so I don't know what I was thinking that was gonna be decent. But it was the first one for, like, when I looked up an ending. Yeah. It's the fucking IGN guide. It's garbage, dude. They just put a screenshot. I'll do the Power Picks one, yeah. Let me do that. Because, like, fucking shit. I pull it up. Look at this shit. Since I'm gonna go find the Power Picks one. Look at this. It's just screenshots. This is where the statue is, which I don't have an issue with. But they just show you where the picture is. Where is that? Where is that? It just says this photo's easy. Great. Especially by comparison to the last one. Great. You should virtually trip over it before you leave the canals en route. Where? It's by the side of the critical path. That is not specific enough. Ah. It hurt my shoulder. I got so mad. Dude, there was like a video that Futago showed me a long time ago of hold on. Of somebody playing through it was Bloodborne using the IGN guide, and it was so bad. This is like not a fucking lie. I didn't know there was a wooden shield in Bloodborne before I saw that video. I played Bloodborne. I love Bloodborne. I didn't know there was a shield in Bloodborne because apparently they put it in the game as a joke. And this IGN guide unironically put it in the game, and it like instructed players to pick it up. Just stick with what I have for now. I don't want to get flashbang every time I look at it. But yeah, that was like the funniest thing. Like when I discovered that, I'm like, there's a fucking wooden shield. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up later. I'll just stick with what I've got since I've been using it. Cause like I just pulled a power picks and I got flashbanged really bad and it gave me a headache, so I'm not gonna use that. Just stick with this for now. It says I'm gonna find it. I'll find it. Bitch. God, I hate that monster. Dude, did you know there's like I didn't pay, if I did get it, I didn't notice it. There's the death animation for that thing. It sticks its tongue. Okay. SNL is the only one to survive because it gets new writers, new cast members every time. That show relies on satirizing pop culture. You don't have to worry about consistency. There's only so many funny stories about a zany, dysfunctional family in middle. Yeah. Especially with the fat husband and a hot wife that he mistreats. That's the commonality amongst all of them. Yeah. Well, I got a save file. But that's what I was saying, like, a lot of stuff like that, like, what was it? Not too long ago, I had never seen the Honeymooners. What line? Did I miss it? Oh, it's gotten in the house is eerie now, yeah. I mean, Family Guy's gotten pretty bad, too. Oh, they're talking about me? Oh, shit. I didn't even notice that. That's fucking crazy. Oh my god, that's funny as hell. I like the first 3 seasons of Family Guy when I was younger. And there's a running joke that season 4 and 5 of Arrested Development doesn't exist because it's so bad. Anyway. Step back, girls. This calls for a real show of man. A hot-blooded baseball samurai steps into the play. Ugh. Yeah, Flight of the Conchords is also another good one. A lot of the ones that, like, they know when, like... I'm sorry, I don't like the newer season. Even the current, like, I'm not gonna watch any more of the Always Sunny on Hulu because I don't have Hulu anymore. But, dude... People keep trying to convince me to watch the new season. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I'm like I'm actually like really like not in post season 12 of Always Sunny. I can't watch it. It just I don't know. There was like that one joke that kind of threw me for a loop. Like, you guys are in your 50s. Holy shit. Like, they make a joke about like Dee's age at one point, and it's like. I was like, yeah, oh my god, you guys are in your 50s. You've been doing this since your late 20s. It's not funny. I'm sorry. Like, and the thing is, like, I've made it, like, my opinion about the cast. Like, I think it's great they've done so well for themselves. I'm very happy that they did. But part of the charm of Always Sunny was the fact that they were kind of like, it was, you know, kind of rough around the edges in that case. And it also like just looks too polished. Especially since like they made a joke in season 8, I think it was, with the reason why Rob McElhenney like gained all that weight was to subvert the expectation of like how in every sitcom they all get better looking, and then it's like then he just did it anyway. So it kind of took away from that joke. It's like, oh, I don't know. And that was around the time when he got like super in shape. That was around the time I started checking out. Are you talking about me? Like, and I've seen some clips that were pretty funny too. I'm just not interested. I mean, I don't have Hulu anymore anyway, so I can't keep up with the show. But like that, I mean, that's just kind of how I feel at this point with Always Sunny. I'm pretty much done with it. At least the newer stuff, the newer seasons. I'll still watch the old seasons. Like, somebody brought up a good point that the actress who played Bonnie passed away, Charlie's mom, and they don't even acknowledge it in the show. I'm not saying they have to, but like, just a lot of the older actors have passed away, and it's like, God, see, like it just, I think it's just run its course. But even Trailer Park Boys kind of got. I didn't like the later seasons. I love Trailer Park Boys. It's one of my comfort shows, but I did not like the later seasons whatsoever. Honestly, I'm coming to the point where, like, I think with comedy series, I mean, Always Sunny staying, like, maintaining really good consistency up until, like, season 12, for me at least, is a pretty good track record. That's pretty impressive. But I feel like after so many seasons, like, they need to, like, start cutting them short. Like one of the most, like, and I think a lot of it, what they're writing on, too, is that they are the longest running comedy series that's, you know, out there now. And it's like, okay, that's a great accomplishment, but not always necessary. Three to five is a sweet spot. And in the cases of like the Arrested Development, it's like, realistically, man, don't bring it back. If it got canceled, we don't need it back. I'm gonna probably run into it, and I'm getting irritated right now because it's like I don't want to miss it. Damn it. Unless you're Futurama. But like, I mean, Futurama did well on like their first 2 comebacks, and then I'm not super crazy about the newest season. You know who is doing well with the comeback is King of the Hill. I actually do enjoy it. I think it's very cute. And they kind of did it in a clever way, where they made Hank and Peggy move to, didn't they move to Saudi? So they were like kind of isolated for a while, so it's like Koth is amazing. Dude, there's some really good episodes in the new season. But yeah, like I think they did a right job by like, hey, I have a headache today. I start my first job, my first job. Wouldn't that be a trip? My new job tomorrow. So I have to get up early. Saudi is on an American housing area, so insulated from all. Yeah. Nice. How was it? It's killing me. Alice Cooper does put on a good show. I'm not super crazy about Judas Priest, but I do like Alice Cooper. Am I going the wrong way again? I'm really struggling with this. Yeah, I never really enjoyed. I don't know why. Like I just never really. Oh my god, it's right fucking here. Yeah. No, Alice Cooper. It's like more about like his pageantry has been great. Found it. I need to take something for my headache. I got a really bad one. Switch into a hoodie. What's that YouTube? Follow. Nice. God damn, my head hurts. Okay, photo journal, or photos attached to a research journal. All right. There were a number of damaged Jizo statues. In the halls of the divine tree, I saw old and broken tools laid in front of the statues, most likely that they could be put to rest. The sacred sword came far before the Inari faith. As such, Jizo statues are more likely than Inari statues to be used as anchors for sealing the sword. It seems I'll need to look into beliefs that are older than the Inari faith. Dude, I'm like a wreck today. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I feel like shit. Okay, so where do I go next? Once Silly Town, head up and you'll reach Okora. Have decent mark. Oh, she'll mark it? Okay, so that's where it is. Got it. So it's like right around here. Oh my god, these fucking things, dude. I know they're blind. What the hell are those? Are those mushrooms? I just got like overwhelmingly stressed about tomorrow. I don't know why. I get very high strung sometimes when I'm nervous, and then I'm like, now I just got stressed, and I actually like was waking up from my nap a lot, just getting all stressed out. Most people get excited. I get nervous, stressed. So that's probably why I have a headache. I must have missed that last time. It's like right around here, I think. Right. There we go. I have a headache too, Hinako. Thank you. Yo, what the hell is that? Okay, where am I going for that? The offering is a fair distance away, but when you reach the yard outside the middle school... Alright. It's next to the middle school. There we go. What's that? Isn't it a bit early for these? I don't know. You tell me. Is it? think it's a little bit early for them lanterns.
やめてくれ。そんな話今はしたくない。
やめないよ。シュウ君がしっかりと現実を見るまでやめない。
He doesn't like you, bitch.
俺は
なら言ってあげる。ひな子はね、死んだんだよ。ひな子は向こうの世界で楽しくやっているんだから。
She doesn't like you. Or he doesn't like you, girl. Stop.
遅かったな。
Find a new one.
さあ行こうぜ。
Is this really the only guy in town? She trying to imply that it's just a town of uggos and like that's the only one she wants? I saw the Steam autumn sale started. I don't know how long it's gonna go.
昔はシュウと
Alright.
で道草食ってた。
Did you? Did you do that? Did he give you drugs? Alright, what does it say? Found no damage to Jesus-san in the mountains. Character etched in the stone is indecipherable. What was that just now? My ears. Alright, whatever. Who are you? I'll be your friend, otherwise you'd be so miserably alone. Who are you? Tell me truly, you two aren't anything more than friends, right? Been watching you when you weren't looking, you know. Yet who are you? Yes, you. Bitch is crazy, man. I'm gonna go this first. Oh. Like that. Oh my god, I got 4 slots. Oh, it goes up to 5. That's nice. I'm saving that. Okay, what do I have on? Might do hawk. Or clam. Kevin. Kevin gave me mega bonk and just puts bonk. You're ridiculous, Kev. Thank you. I'll be right back. Let me go see. Thank you. Properly. Okay. Did I go the wrong way? I did. Oh, damn it, dude. Cross the bridge. Man, I'm so glad there's not a speed run on any speed run achievements in this game, man. Because dude, I saw someone trying to explain, or like they like described like their experience, like I think after platinuming the game or something. They're like, yeah, I didn't get that lost at the game. It was actually like pretty well, like all the layouts are pretty great. And it's like, what game are you playing? I get lost all the fucking time in this game. I've never gotten as lost in a Silent Hill game as much as this one. Because of all the narrow corridors and shit. Go far. That is so... I don't believe that for a second. Get out of here, Rinko. Hop the fence. She can't hop it, then tough. She gets left behind. It's not... But it's not easy to navigate. Because there's areas on the map that are closed off from like the last time, but they open up later. So for navigation, that is a nightmare. Because I see those X's, like where the truck was, and I'm like, oh, I can't go there. So you just naturally avoid it. Yeah, that's what I don't like is the paths changing. And then on top of that, it's just a lot of narrow corridors, so I get turned around a lot. I get lost a lot in this game, but I also have really bad navigation. My God, shut up.
別に俺が一緒じゃなくて
相
も
棒も少し休め。鍵は私が探す。
そうだよ。シュウ君はずっと戦闘で頑張ってたんだから、後からついてくるだけだったひな子の方が
Girl, what?
おいそんな言い方をするなよ
Don't be a
私は気に
bitch.
しない。二人とも休んでてくれ。
No one likes that.
帰ってくる。
No one likes that. Oh, she just tagged along behind. Bitch, what? Should have given her the bat. That's when Hinako should have just given her the bat. It's like, okay, I'm done. And just leave on her own. That's what I would have done. Just immediately be like, bitch, push me down the stairs? You're gonna say I'm fucking dead and shit? Well, actually, I did find a pretty interesting comment about why people keep saying that she's dead. Apparently, like it has a lot to do with the whole like how marriage is viewed in Eastern countries like this. How, like, essentially, like, you kind of disown your whole family. Or not disown your own family. Like, you're just not really a factor to your own family and friends anymore once you get married. So, her life is dedicated to her in-laws, so she kind of has to, like, forget her past life here. So, that's why people keep saying she's dead. Which makes sense now to me. Yeah, that's what it was. Because, like, I kind of picked up on that when her dad when I beat the game, because I usually after I beat a game, I avoided any of this extra endings. I just wanted to see like what happened in this playthrough or in your first playthrough, so I tried to avoid anything with the endings. So somebody did like they kind of summarized their playthrough, and I was looking at the comments because like people were providing some like pretty good insight, because like we don't have that frame of reference because we're not from Asia, so, or any country where like that would actually be applicable. So in her case, like she like it kind of contextualizes why like her mother, she doesn't, being in an abusive relationship with her father, doesn't lean on her own family because that's not a thing in their culture. So likewise, like when her dad said, even if you come alone, this is no longer your home, we won't let you in. It kind of like explains why he said that, even though it's like, God damn, Dad, that's cool. But contextually, like, yeah, that's just what they're conditioned. She isn't part of that family anymore. So I thought that was kind of interesting, and I liked it. I do appreciate like learning more about other cultures that way, because like I come in here thinking because I come in here seeing things like, first time I wondered if he said that because he was of the murder spree. I don't know. I think I had a feeling I had to do. Well, I kind of picked up that it was about the marriage thing, because I know in Japan, like the way they, and not just Japan, like a lot of Asian countries, like the way, just how their views on marriage and shit is just very different. And especially in that, now that we have the context clues of like, or now we understand that he sold her. So it's like, yeah, even more so. And it goes to show how different, culturally we are, because in my case, like, I'm very close with my family, and I call my mom all the time, and I talk to her all the time. So, like, I call my mom a couple times a week. And I talk to my brothers, too, on occasion. Not that often, because we're not that close. But, like, it is something, like, it's interesting to me how... Is that the courtyard where the big guy is? I'll go in there in a second. So when I hear that, it's like, that's so cool, but, I'm not from those I'm not a part of this culture, so I don't have that frame of reference. So, but anyway, so to give perspective, that's why they keep saying she's dead, because they have to kind of look at her as dead. Which I think is very fascinating. I think that's a great... Oh my god, dude, that scared me. Oh my god, I knew one of them was gonna move. I don't God, that one scared me. Oh my god, you bitch. Oh my god, you bitch. Oh, you goddamn bitch. Oh, my poor heart. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, I am so lucky I don't have a heart condition, because goddamn. I count my blessings all the time that I don't have any heart problems, because games like this really put a strain on mine. Mr. Onedo was 20 years old when he came across an injured fox. Being the good teacher he is, he attended to the fox wounds, shared his food with it, and cared for it. One day, when the fox was fully recovered, it opened its mouth and spoke the human tongue. After expressing appreciation to Mr. Yoneda, the fox then told him pages torn out on the ground. On the ground. Okay. Fuck, I'm so... Please do not lock the key. Alright, we already know that. Alright. So one of the things I've been looking forward to with this playthrough is I really wanted to get a good look at what's outside. Because I was panicking when I got here with the big guy and everything, and I'm going to sweep. I want to take a look around that courtyard to see what I missed. Now that I know, especially after what you told me, that everything you find is either going to be new or stuff you missed, which I think is a fantastic inclusion for any like New Game Plus. I really wish more New Game Plus would do that, where they encourage you to go through it, because that way you can find things you missed and you don't have to question if it's something that, you know, like a repeat. I have to go pee. I'll be right back. Don't you go dying on me. What I was doing. Fuck, dude. I'm having a lot of issues with my right shoulder. I don't know what's going on. I barely moved and it hurt. It was like a strain that went down. I need to do some stretches, I think. I'll do that tonight before I go to bed. Hey, Magic Dude.
Yeah, partner.
Just want to say that you and Kevin are awesome.
Thank you. You are too. How are you? Sorry about last night. You came when I was about to leave. Oh. That's right. It's this way. Yeah, I hadn't seen you in a bit. How are you? Got to have some insulin. Ugh. Sakuko always left her hairpins here. I always decide it's her. She goes around pretending like she doesn't want to be a girl when she knows full well she's much cuter than everyone else. She makes me sick. Is that Rinko? Sakuko says if you put something as abstract as your feelings into words, even as a complaint, the rest will be enough to put your heart to rest. But when you're feeling down, it's like having closed sky around your room. When you write it into words, it's like you're folding them into nice, neat piles. It's basically like organizing your feelings and folding them away to put them to rest within Arisama. This is apparently the real magic behind origami grievances. Oh. 4? Damn, that's rough. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, I saw you. It's usually in the stomach, right? Oh, good to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. Diabetes runs in my family, so I even though I don't have it, I have a lot of empathy for that. I'm glad, as long as you're taking care of yourself. Wait, oh my god, the big guy is in here. Wow. This is way easier in story mode. Can be in the thigh or the butt. Yeah, I think I've heard it in the butt. I had a friend of mine who was, she was type 1 diabetic. And she... What? Sometimes he is. Well, he's not mine. But I had a friend of mine who used to, I think she put it in her butt too. She was type 1, I know that. 1.5. Is that both? How does that work? I'm... A sledgehammer. Oh my god. Yes! I didn't know there was a sledgehammer. I got the axe earlier in my last playthrough. I didn't know there's a sledgehammer. That's fucking cool. Where is it? Where's the item? Late non-immune diabetes in adults. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've heard of 1.5. I just wasn't familiar with the terminology. I was pre-diabetic at one point. This was like a long time ago, and I changed my diet up a lot. And I'm okay now. This was like when I was a teenager. Because on the female side of my family, a lot of us have high blood sugar. My aunt isn't doing too great, and I lost my grandmother and one of my other aunts to complications with diabetes. So I tried to, when I found out I was like at risk, I got really freaked out. I went like paleo. It helped me. This was like when I was 16 though. We're gonna fucking wreck this house. We're gonna break apart this school, man. What the hell is this for? What is it? Last time it was like he was because he was a gardener. So is it in this room instead? Oh my god, this is crazy. Is this the room? Nice. I'm always scared I'm gonna miss these. I found mention of a transition from the water dragon faith to the divine tree faith in historical records dating from around the middle of the Kamakura period. There it is written. Yeah, I already got the hairpin. I found it. I must admit, I don't know if that was in hard because I missed it. Lockpick the cabinet. Oh, so you don't need a key. It's okay. Fair enough. Thank you for telling me, because I was gonna start losing my mind because it was a key in hard mode. There it is written with a peculiar monk donning multiple masks and measuring over 10 shaku. 7 types. Diabetes are type 1, type 2, gestational. Gestational, I know, is like that. You can get that with pregnancy. I know that. Maturity onset diabetes of the young, Modi, neonatal. I know about that. Wolfram syndrome. Damn, I'm learning a lot about diabetes today. Thank you. Yeah, the two I know that, like I said, it's genetically like on the women's side of my family, type 2 is really common, and then my mom did warn me about gestational when I get pregnant, because I'm at a higher risk for that because of it, because my blood sugar is just really high, or not, it's not high now, but like I'm more prone to blood sugar spikes, which is very annoying. I believe you lockpick the desk for the key, for the box of key. You're 45 when you were diagnosed. Yeah, I started seeing. I was at risk when I was a teenager, and my two of my aunts and my grandmother had it. I don't know about my cousins. I do have like, just in general, like my family at least on my mother's side, there's a lot of obesity and there's a lot of diabetes. So I'm not sure everyone who does, but I know like my grandmother and my aunt passed away within 6 months of each other when I was 8 due to complications with the diabetes. And then my other aunt, she reversed her diabetes back in 2000, like around 2006, 2007, because she went on low carb diet, Atkins low carb, lost a shit ton of weight, and she reversed it, but I think she's on insulin again. I know she didn't need insulin back then, and I know that she's right now in a home living facility. So I've been like kind of from the jump. My mom's been like so nervous about me my mom doesn't have diabetes, but she was always so nervous that I would because I had a risk. That I've shared this before, where like the way I would explain how I was raised, like dietary wise, was very like almond momish. Like my mom was very like on it about preventing me from having sugars, you know. So when I did actually like and I wasn't allowed to eat junk food. I wasn't allowed. She was very strict on like if we eat for dinner, limiting how many starches I would take in. So that's why I think what happened with me when I was 16 is I went to school. I went to this high school where like they were selling just the food they sold was terrible. So because I wasn't able to eat candy or drink sodas or anything like that, I kind of went overboard. I was adopted on my birth father's side, Oh my god, you have too much. I'm not reading that. Fascioscapulohumeral. Fascioscapulohumeral. I'm gonna assume that's how you pronounce that. Goddamn, muscular dystrophy. Jesus Christ, I can read. I was literally just saying I can read. Yeah. Jesus. Hopefully it's just that. Because at least diabetes is manageable. It's a pain in the ass, but it's manageable. You just, yeah. Anyway, long story short, what I was saying is I kind of got like I went a little overboard. Anytime my mom gave me money, I would buy sodas and candy, and I ate too much. And I spiked. I think my body wasn't used to that kind of sugar in it, and it like fucking spiked it like crazy. And I always got blood work done to check my blood sugar, and that was when they were like, "Ooh, there's a spike here." And I also had put on weight too because of it. So since then, I've been pretty good about my diet. That's why I don't fuck with, like, I will say, like, I like candy or something like that, but I can't have it in the house. Because, like, I think, like, the lack of having sugar growing up, it's like, when I do find something I like, I'll eat more of it. And it's like, I don't have it in my home because of it. And that was enough to scare me straight. That monk brought people to a great cedar tree, later to be idolized in the divine tree faith, and told them the following: "You who fear the great water dragon's wrath, quake no more. For the beast grows weak and prepares for slumber. It is none other than this great tree that has sapped the evil from it. Devote yourselves to the great tree, and it shall keep that beast subdued until the end of time." Upon hearing the monk's words, the people of Ibisugaoka abandoned the water dragon faith and converted to the divine tree faith. However, in time, the divine tree faith would also begin to change. Being in a settlement away from society, the residents have no way of trading with the outside world, and so they were forced to treat their tools with extra care. It was from this unique culture that the Tsukumogami, there you go, faith was born. Local historic records state that the old tools would be brought to the hallows of the divine tree and offered to the gods, once again further warping the religion. Between 3-meter tall monks, the great sacred cedars and dragons, do humans simply sense divine presence in anything other than themselves? Utterly ridiculous. Press heavy, attack immediately after performing a... Oh shit. Yeah, that's no bueno, dude. Damn. Yeah, I'm glad you don't have that. Hinako, has anyone tried to rope you into playing the Fox sacrifice game before? You basically just write a bunch of names on the blackboard, and the fox will tell everyone's future. One of the people who will be also granted good luck. But it isn't just some childish game. There are spiritual powers at work here, mark my words. And the fox isn't telling people their futures, it is deciding them for itself. You have to promise me you won't join in, even as a joke. But even if you don't believe it yourself, please. Hinako Kimie, Kanta, Sachi, Sakuko, Rinko, Shu, Kotoyuki. Can we not make bangs like that? Jesus. What the hell's going on in here? Oh my god, I just noticed a fucking... Ah, that's fucked up. Oh, I don't like that. How'd you get so many of these? Give me that. To the revered fox, my ancestor. Yeah, I noticed that. I thank you for your divine revelation. It's funny because the one thing that scared me, dude, was not... Who the fuck are you? Who's he supposed to be? Hinako disappeared. Kimie, cancer. Jesus Christ. Kanta, heart disease. Sachi, cancer. Sakuko, heart attack. Oh. Rinko, burned to death. Shu, suffocation. Kotoyuki, wishes will come true. Everyone's name is crossed out but Kotoyuki. Are you Kotoyuki? Yeah, real cool, buddy. Fucking weirdo. No, this is Patrick. Wish like when you walk past this door or this window, you could listen in on them talking. That would have been a neat little addition. Surprised they didn't actually. I was kind of looking forward to that. You know what actually scared me more, dude? Wasn't them moving, was the loud noise. I am very jumpy in general. I always have been. Loud noises always scare me. Or just things suddenly appearing. And that actually scared me more than the things moving. It took a second for it to register. I was like, oh, they moved. Because the one thing that got me was just the loud sound. Speaking of near edition, did you see you can see Sakuko at the shrine prior to, no, I didn't. Do you have like a clip or something like that to show me? I'd love to see that. I must have missed it. The desk drawers in the teacher's storage room have locks, but they're such bad quality that they're practically useless. Oh, I should have found this suit earlier. Just the other day, I tried using a hairpin to open it, and what do you know? It popped open almost instantly. What's the use for these secure drawers if they can't keep anything safe? Next time after the first other worlds, I was trying to see the silhouette. I do have a save file because I do stagger saves, so I could always reload it later. But yeah, I might just do the next one. Are you Kotoyumi? Cute. Now that I think about it, in the 60s, how? I had to be safe, sure, you know. Who's gonna move? Don't you dare move on me! Someone's gonna move, it's gonna scare me and I'm gonna get mad. That's gonna be the series of events. Something's gonna move, it's gonna scare me and I'm gonna get mad. You know, you're just being very overdramatic, and that's very annoying. I do like those kind of scares, though. They're fun. Even though I said earlier, it's like hard for me to get through those games because like once you beat them before, it's, you know, like any 80-hour game. It's like I've been there, done that kind of thing. This kind of makes me want to play Persona 4. This area, so the school setting. It does, yeah. I love that game, man. Maybe one day if I ever do a Persona playthrough, it will be that one. I started playing like Persona 3 Reload one time on stream, but like games like that, because they're so dialogue heavy, I don't really enjoy streaming them. She say, here's still the best partner, right? No. Hinako's coming. I'm sorry for lying to you. But I thought that I needed to get you alone to find out how you truly... You manipulative little bitch. Look into your heart and try opening this box with your true feelings. Do you remember that day when just the two of us went to that cafe? We talked about how it felt like we were delinquents since we were supposed to be going to school that day. God, you're such a loser. I don't like Rinko. Okay. Yeah, it could be a good retro game. Well, they're also remaking 4. It's their moment when they're trying to stat. Like, it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the problem with those games, they're so long. They're really long. And it's like, even though I've been liking doing long plays, I feel like those games are way too, yeah, they're remaking 4. Dude, I've seen, you want to know something that annoyed me? So when the announcement came out that they were doing 4, I was like, fucking finally. Like, I like 3. I do want to see 1 and 2 remade, to be honest, but I personally prefer 4. I think a lot of people do. And I saw someone complain, like there was a whole video about the 4 remake announcement. That's why I watched it. I didn't know anything about this person, and they were talking about how like it pissed them off that 4 was coming out, and I'd seen a lot of people echoing the same sentiment in the comments. How that 4 is being remade, so that means they're pushing back 6. And it's like, dude, if it's the same shit with like the whole Silent Hill thing, where it's like if you just remake 3 and just ignore 4 and just move on with 6. I mean, give them time. I'm sure they're working on 6. Because if I remember correctly, like 5 took a long ass time to come out. Also, they're milking the shit out of 5. Still their cash cow. But I was like so annoying where it's like, oh, I'm so mad because that means 6 taking longer. It's like, no, shut up. Everyone got their 3. Everyone's got multiple variations of 5. Let me have 3 or 4. Sorry. It is safe money, but also like it does make sense to remake 3 and 4. Realistically, because 3 and 4 did extremely well when they came out. And they still do, well, 3, 4 more. Oh, no, I know you're not. But I was saying, I saw that response, and I'm like, rude? Rude. No. Of all of them, I think 4 was due for the most with an upgrade. Or an update. Because, like, honestly, even though I liked Reload, one of the things I wasn't super crazy about with Reload was, I don't know, I'm sure you played the original on PS2, Danzig, at least, of, you read all of them? Nice. Thank you, Manny. Appreciate it. Not a lot of people do that. I really wanted 4. Oh, Royal was your first. No shit. You played all of them. So then you can relate to this mention. Do you remember, like, how, like, more atmospheric the PlayStation version was? Like, how, like, the lighting was really drab? And when I played Reload, it was just kind of, like, too shiny, too bright. And I was like, how long is this game? It took me 9 hours. I'm doing but there's 5 endings, and you can only get one of the endings, the first ending for your first playthrough. Yeah. And I noticed that was like the one thing I wasn't super crazy about with Reload. I was like, it's like a little too clean. 8. Took me 9, but I was playing on hard. So, or 9.5. Let's run up and say 10. I have my save file. I can just look at it. Yeah, it's short, but it does. The good thing, dude, is for New Game Plus, it unlocks new lore and obviously new endings. So it actually makes it well worth going through the game again. And I don't usually say that. Like, I'm not, it's really hard to sell me on New Game Plus sometimes, because even though there's like the Power Fantasy, if there's nothing new to offer, I'm not usually that crazy about it. Even if it's just a costume, like, I'm like, eh. But I do like, I don't know if you noticed, but your save file time hasn't reset in it. So in a meta way, this is still run 1. Interesting. But you know what? I didn't care that, I actually didn't notice that. That's crazy. I didn't care that the other people thought about it, thought what the other people thought about us. Because as long as I could spend time with you, that's all I needed. We both ordered the same cake that day. Oh my god, dude. I could still remember how my heart almost burst into my chest at the moment the same words flowed out of those lips. From those lips. The sweet and tart fruit on the cake. The taste still lingers in my mouth like it was yesterday. Do you still remember the taste? Dude. Rinko is a fucking weirdo. Shu? Buddy. I don't like Shu. We already know I don't like Shu. But, buddy. That is some unhinged shit. Oh wow, this one's way easier. Is that it? Wow, that is way easier. So did you remember? Well, that makes me feel very special. By the way, are you over Hinako now? I apologize if I sound blunt, but I want to make it clear that girl is dead. I know what we just talked about, Danzig, about like how like culturally this makes sense, but that is so fucked up to say. I know you're going through a rough time right now, and you must be in so much pain. But you know, I could be there for you. Would you rather go through it yourself still? I could picture us slowly unfolding the pages of our heart. Gosh, she's such a weirdo. Talking about all the small and mundane details of our day-to-day lives. By filling up one journal after another with our thoughts. She's such a fucking weirdo. I know we can make a fresh start. A blank page on which we can write a new story of our lives. Surely you could see it too. Journal. I'm not making the same mistake again. I'm glad to hear that you're trying to stay positive, and remember, I'll always be here for you if you need anything. If you're not, you know, you're not the only one who's sad because Hinako's no longer with us. If the two of us could huddle together, we could soothe this pain that bites like the cold of winter. And then surely spring will arrive, welcome us with sakura in full bloom to celebrate our union. Can you picture the beautiful blooming sakura awaiting us? Those are bonsais. Wow. Dear Shu, I like you, I love you, I always have, and I always will. I'll be waiting to hear what you think about me. Now, I want you guys to really, to just do me an experiment. Flip those genders around. And tell me how weird that would be if a dude was like this hard up on a girl. Wouldn't be treated the same way. It's not that cute. It's not cute when a girl does it. It's not cute when a dude does it. Fucking weirdo. Or just imagine someone writing these like kinds of letters to you and being this obsessive.
お姉ちゃんどこ？
お友達と楽しく過ごせた？ならそろそろお支度をなさい。もうお友達とはお別れの時間よ。
お姉ちゃん。
あなたが殺すのよ。あなたの手で。
Cool.
それができるからここへ来たのでしょ。
Yes. I ain't killed. We're taking him out.
それってどういう？
Uh-oh. I do like how they, the way this is like all seeping in.
校舎内まで入ってきてる。
I have been a fan of that. That's why you drop Rinko in a fire. I know. She deserves it. Like, all I keep thinking of is, like, if somebody is, like, constantly proclaiming their love to you, it's not, and, like, you've already made it clear that you're not interested, like, it's not, you're not changing their mind. And being desperate does not make it you any more appealing. That's just a life lesson in general. And I think everyone, like, learns that pretty young. But the one thing I've, like, girl. Stop. Because she keeps trying to go, like, Hinako's dead. And it's like, okay, we already understand the cultural relevance about that. But it's like, girl, dude, like, that's not helping. You just sound bitter at that point. If the guy likes you, or girl, they'll come. If he's hung up on someone else, let them heal. Damn it, Rinko. Fucking weirdo. Team Sakuko. Now that I've come around on her. Ayumi from the track and field team said she had found a key with the key box written on it during practice. If she hasn't gotten back to you, then she probably left it in her locker. Alright. Are there less locks in story mode? Because there's a shit ton in hard mode. Like 6 of them. Caused her to have a hard... I know, I feel bad now that I know that we're such assholes, dude. She didn't deserve that. She really didn't. Why am I the liar? Oh, Sakuko. Okay, maybe that's the one thing about her, is that she's a little bit over dramatic. I know, right? That's actually the best thing. Is like, I have a fucking sledgehammer now, dude. Why do we worry about keys? Also, these doors. My favorite locked door in this game is later on, dude. Where, like, you go and it's one of the paper doors. And there's just a potted plant and it's slightly ajar. And she goes, it's stuck. I can't get in. And it's like, girl, what? TT is the most disgusting person I've ever met. I wish someone would destroy her locker. If anyone wants to make my wish come true, her locker combination is 377. What a bitch. Whoever wrote that. Okay. Don't you dare fucking move on me. Don't you do it. Scare myself. Shut up! Oh, we all migrated, did we? What? There's a game known as the Fox. To all students, the The game known as the Fox's Sacrifice is hereby banned. Stop it. Partaking in this recent fad is forbidden. Any students caught playing will have their parents or guardians notified and severely punished. Beating the children into submission. Why are their bodies floating around the air? The bodies? Oh, they're not bodies, they're scarecrows. Earlier in the game, I was at a rice paddy, and there's a whole puzzle with them. Wait. Didn't I just... Box won't open, but you have a I know! Listen, I don't think this game has established has really taken a step back at what they're trying to ask me. Jesus Christ, speaking of floating bodies. Those bastards are gonna be on the ground soon. Hey! No. You know, I was gonna say too, after my last playthrough, and it didn't dawn on me until just now. I do really applaud them for using those scarecrows very sparingly. Because after this area, you don't see them again, and I do like that they made that that decision, because I feel that could have been a mechanic that would have been easily abused and take away a lot of the effectiveness. Yeah. The scarecrows are... Someone's having a bad day. Bad day. Game with the hammer didn't list the other day. Yeah, they're like, no, only crushing heads. No. This is not... We did not get this from Home Depot. Yeah, I think that if they had gone overboard with the scarecrows and made them all move or used them in way too many areas, I think it would have absolutely killed the effectiveness of them. And I think that by using them as sparingly as they did, it was a really smart move on the devs' part. Now, I wish they did that with the pregnancy demon. Row 4, line 2. This one. I'm a mermaid. The sea is calling out to me. I can't believe the school doesn't even have a pool. The sea, the best thing in the world. It's so lovely. It's down my locker combination. All right, see you, dude. Thank you. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll be on afterwards. Thank you for the help. Oh, how I wish I could just... What time is it, actually? I will have to go soon, because I have work tomorrow. Oh, how I wish I could just climb inside his locker and drown in his smell. I can't believe his combination is the same as his name. AOI. It's so cute of him using his name in code. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh. Key. C, do you want... If you want to do Keiko, just do 310. See, it's so easy. All I did was switch out the letters. I feel like I'm missing shit. Have I played the Little Nightmares 3 demo? I have, actually. I played it on stream. I already own the game. I'm ready for it. Have you? I love Little Nightmares. I actually reinstalled 1 and 2 in preparation. You just finished the demo. How'd you like it? monsters are gonna follow me, and I'm not excited for it. Oh, no, I got faked out. Okay. Just a second. I'm just gonna pull up these codes. It's cool. It's the first in the series I've tried. I have to go pick up. Yeah, you should. I know it's a different dev team that's working on 3. Because the original dev team is working on another what was it, Animal? I think it's the name. Reanimal. Sorry, it's called Reanimal. That's the dev team that worked on 1 and 2. But I enjoyed the demo so far. 2's great. 1 and 2 are great. They will play max 4K without having to. Yeah. No, it's for also for a demo. It's shockingly well optimized when you think about it. Okay, but I want all the codes. IGN is fucking useless, I swear to God. They have a whole fucking... IGN has like a whole walkthrough, and they're like, with these locker codes, I'm just not in the mood to decipher things. I have a bit of a headache. And I go on there, and they just like, this is the only one you actually need. I was going with like a cipher, thinking like, oh, it's A1. I happen to find out Suga's locker combination. Weird thing is you have to convert codes, cry for help. Yeah, no. I think if you pick up 3, dude, it comes with 2. I think that's what actually inspired me to like re-download them, was because when I bought my copy, it came with it. I know. The fucking this girl, I swear, man. Who is this? Oh, this one's 505. That one I remember. Oh. I don't need chocolate. I don't really use it. Ow. Ow. Oh, I'm not playing on hard mode. That's right. What do you want? Okay, it's just dawning on me now that these fucking codes are written out. My brain just like, when I see like, oh, my code is like C. Well, can you not? You're gonna hit me. Ah! Well, there's two. Dude. Oh my god. No, I saw you move. You don't get to fucking do that. Fuck. That door should not have survived. I don't care if it's dead. Fuck her. Alright, we're done with that. I don't need that anymore. Next offering you open will have the real cause of autism, Bear Aspirin. I mean, I've been picking up fucking Tylenol the whole game. And then you find out one of the characters has autism. And I was like, even making it, you know, we're all making the joke. It's like, this game could not have come, like, that could not have lined up any better for the game. That there's a main, like, this huge emphasis on, like, her abusing the pills that this fucking weird kid gave her. And they look like Tylenol, and then there's a character with autism. It's like, you guys could not have planned that out any better, and I'm so happy for you. I saw someone, like, I saw, like, there was a request to make a mod and change them to Tylenol. I'm like, I would install that mod. I'm that big of an asshole, I would. Yeah, they're creepy. This is the last place you see them. That's what I was saying earlier, like, I'm glad that they don't really do too much with them. Fucking weirdo. He doesn't like you. Right?
面倒をかけたな。相棒も休めよ。俺たち先に休んだから。
休みなよ。私とシュウ君で寝ずの番をしててあげるから。
いや、私は本当に大丈夫。
ひなこ、休めよ。あとは俺たちが見張っておくから。
おやすみ、ひなこ。
I hate you. Fucking weird kid. I laid claim on your soul? Did I? What is strapped to his chest? Is that a mushroom? I just noticed that. I didn't notice it like throughout the whole first playthrough. Does he have like a So just a heads up, we're gonna save here and then we're gonna continue tomorrow. I have to be up early for work. I'm starting a new job tomorrow, so I really want to like be on my shit. It's only for an hour, so it's but I will be dead by dawn. And sorry again why I was late today. My internet went out for a few hours and it was very annoying. Wait. Wait. Oh, I don't have to go through the ritual again? Oh. Okay, I don't have to do the ritual again. She's just already ready to go. That's nice. Yeah, Manny, what happened in the first playthrough, she cuts off her own arm. It's pretty graphic too. She cuts off her own arm. She gets a brand on her back, as you can see, and her face gets cut off to replace with the mask. And it's this huge thing to like, because one of the main themes is like losing your own self and like giving up parts of yourself for, you know, marriage and all that. Like that's a big theme. Absolutely not. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think we could show this to the kids, don't you think? I think just babysit the children with this one. And she gets a gift card to Bed Bath & Beyond. You forgot that part. It's the 20% off one. She gets the 20% off coupon. Maybe a gift card with it. I think it's just the 20% off coupon because, you know, everyone gets a bunch of those in the mail. You can't not use them. They never expire. The black card. Dude. I have an Amex. And I got the one that you don't have an annual fee. And they always are trying to get me to like upgrade my card to like the gold card and shit like that because I don't want to pay an annual fee. And so I won't. And I remember I forgot which one was that they suggested. It was like $300 a year. And I'm like, Jesus! I gotta pay you $300 to use this fucking thing? Hell no. I don't have that card. Sakuko's parent-teacher journal. Just a note, as Sakuko's mother, I want to thank you for teaching my daughter. I read deaf and I wanted to apologize for what happened the other day on the field trip. It seems Sakuko caused a lot of trouble. My daughter has been that way since she was young. As a child, she always hated when we turn off the lights and go to bed, and she avoided dark movie theaters and tunnels like the plague. I mistakenly thought she had overcome her fear of the dark now that she's grown up. I believe the reason her fear came back during the field trip is because she is unaccustomed to sleeping in a different environment. I gave her a stern talking to for behaving so shamefully at her age. She has since reflected on her behavior and is sorry for how she acted. Please accept both her and my apologies. What do you mean, why? That's just like the thing with Amex is, I mean, Amex, from what I understand, I don't know about the ones you pay. Like I said, I have an Amex, but I don't pay for that one. It's the, but it does have really, really good benefits. I actually really like my Amex. So it does incentivize me. Like I just use it for anything I need and then I pay it off. But from what I understand, like the higher tier ones, like the better the rewards. My friend just got one. He asked, I gotta spend $20K in the next few weeks to get my full rewards. What should I buy? I guess we're going watch shopping now. Yeah, I mean, that's also the thing too, is those cards. They do say that. I think one of them they were marketing to me was like, I think it was 5,000. Because I don't qualify for a black card. Is that a surprise? But there was one, and I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it was something like that where they say you have to put so much on the card within a certain period of time to gain access to the rewards. Because I think there was one where it was like I want to say it was 5,000 that they were telling me to do, 5 or 10,000, and concert ticket, bicycles, plane tickets. Yeah, you could get really good rewards. So like that's the incentive, but every person I've known who has an Amex, the way they go about it is they'll put big purchases on, or they'll put purchases on and they pay it off immediately. Like I had a friend of mine, her husband always used his Amex, and he would pay for everything throughout the month using it, and then he would pay it off. But from what I understand, those cards, yeah, like the one I remember they were marketing it. I want to say it was the gold card they were trying to get me to get, or because they promoted it to me multiple times. I think it was like $300 a year, and it said like if I spent don't quote me on the amount how much they're, but because I'm obviously just going based off memory, so I could be getting this wrong. But if I remember correctly, it was like something like 5,000. And I would get 15,000 in rewards, which isn't really that much. It's like $1,500 back. So it might be 10,000 actually. I'll say it's probably 10,000. It was just some like large amount that I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna put that much on a card because I don't even make that much. Like in a month, I mean. And then it's like, ooh. But then you get all those rewards because like I think my last month I put like about a 900 on the card, and I got a pretty good like sizable rewards cashback, but I just save those points and I use them when I in an emergency. So it is a really good card. Okay. Oh, you were asking how long it took me to beat the game. 9 hours. There you go. 8 hours and 56 minutes. You know, Metal Gear Solid Remake. There's a sale right now. I don't think that one's gonna be on Remake because it just came out. In 56 seconds. You're right. See how that lines up? But I was playing on hard mode. So there's a achievement for doing story mode puzzles, and I'm only doing story action because hard really kicked my ass, like to the point where I was like beyond stressed out. If you do consider getting this game, by the way, just as a personal recommendation, I went hard mode on action, and it was not that enjoyable. They definitely want you to play on story mode, and I was saying earlier, I feel the story's a little misleading to label because I think a lot of us associate story mode with easy, and that's why I went hard. And you can't change it mid-game unless like you die multiple times, and I'm a stubborn asshole and I refuse to change it. So I would recommend anyone who wants to pick this up, do not make the same mistake as I. Do hard story, like or hard action. Puzzles. Sorry. Rephrase that. Do hard puzzles, because the puzzles are like fine. Action, I would stick with story on the first playthrough, because I was saying earlier to Danzig that I feel my experience was kind of soured by that. And I wouldn't want that for other people. But I'm gonna have to call it early today. I know usually I stream a little longer, but I did do 5 hours the other day. I go easy. But tomorrow, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I have my onboard training with my new job, so that's exciting. I have a new job, and I'll see how the schedule impacts Wednesdays and Saturdays, because I have to work 8-hour shifts, and it is East Coast hours. I'm on the West Coast for reference. So hopefully I'll communicate that. If I start getting burnt out or too tired to stream, I will be very clear, and I might take those days off. Podcasts already shifted to Sundays. So yeah, I'm going to take off right now, and let's see, is there anyone playing this? I'm sure a lot of people playing it. Ah, I clicked someone else by accident. I don't know who this is. I clicked someone's channel and I don't know who it is. No, I don't wanna. Jesus. Alright, tomorrow is also the last day of September too, so if you are considering subbing, I would recommend, because it's discounted. There's a lot of emotes. I usually don't promote subbing, okay? This is why I'm sounding so awkward. There's a lot of emotes though. And a lot of fun stuff, and you can gain access to the Discord. Thank you, Manny. I hope to see you again, man. You seem pretty fucking cool. Happy to have you in the chat. I'm just trying to find someone to raid right now. I'm a little... Ah! I don't know who this is. She seems nice. Oh, I'm gonna raid this girl. Alright. I usually try to raid someone who's playing this thing. Yeah, thank you. I'll let you guys know. It's only an hour tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be. I'll tell you what's going on. Like I'm excited. I'm nervous. But I'm excited.